We're going to talk about GroceryBit tonight here a little bit, and we'll start with the beginning of the story that starts with our founder, Mr. Fred Y. And I see Fred's in the room tonight. Thanks for jumping in tonight, Fred. I know that you've been extremely appreciate you stopping by tonight to check in. But Fred is our founder, visionary. He is the inventor behind GroceryBit. Here's a little bit of information about Fred. Fred has been in the grocery industry for the past 40 years. And with years of background, he has made some incredible connections in the grocery industry. He knows the ins and outs of it. He has decade-long relationships with the key players. And out of that, Fred's success in the grocery industry have been born out of true innovation and technological pursuits. Just take a look at some of the examples here listed on this slide. You know, Fred developed the first national grocery delivery system to consumers. He developed the first free shipping direct-to-consumer grocery model, a grocery club first full single-pick warehouse system, and the first natural organic food direct-to-consumer model. So you can see, you know, Fred is a futurist because, take in mind, he did this back 30 years ago, okay, before some of the names that you recognize today, like Sam's Club, Costco's, and Amazon's. Yeah, Fred did this back in the 1980s. And you can see he's definitely a futurist, and he uses the industry knowledge he has with cutting-edge technology to bring these game-changing advancements to the marketplace. Let's take a look at a little bit more of his background here. Fred's background in the direct selling industry is equally as stellar as his background in the grocery industry. You know, Fred was very instrumental in creating one of the fastest growing companies in the direct selling industry years ago, where sales reached $100 million in just 2 years' time, in 24 months. And he built a distributor base from 1,000 to over 350,000 people in that same period. But in addition to his business, accolades and so forth, and some of the things he's achieved that way, he's also achieved some greatness by serving our country with the West Point Band. He was handpicked to be involved in that very prestigious band that has entertained troops and dignitaries and presidents as well, U.S. presidents. So very, very amazing background with Fred Y. But, you know, it really, all that experience and knowledge has come into the form of perfect timing. And there's, just like that perfect storm of years ago out in the Northeast, you know, that massive nor'easter where 3 storm systems converged together to create what they call, in the history books, the perfect storm. And that's kind of happening here technologically with GroceryBit. We have 3 forces merging together here. Number one, we'll start with the blockchain. Blockchain, as you may know or may not know, it probably is arguably the greatest technological innovation since the internet. And blockchain allows for information to be transmitted, verified, and used in a whole new way. It's opened up worlds of opportunity. Blockchain technology breaks down all kinds of barriers. It removes the need for middlemen and transactions. So it's leveling the playing field for people around the world. Now, blockchain is the powerhouse behind the scenes that makes the digital currencies like Bitcoin, for example, which we probably all have heard of. Bitcoin and its unprecedented growth and adoption across the globe would not be possible without the blockchain behind it. But a lot of people don't realize that blockchain technology, it has numerous applications beyond just digital currencies. In fact, blockchain's true potential really centers around data. And the blockchain lets us use data like we never have before, especially the big data, which is the buzzword that's used to refer to all the information that is collected on individuals like you and I, where we now can collect, transmit, and analyze big data in massive, high-quality formats and more securely than we ever have been before. A lot of corporations across the world are now investing heavily into blockchain technology. Banks and real estate companies, insurance companies, all across the board. But one of the more prominent companies you recognize, Facebook, just recently announced is changing, that's utilizing blockchain now as the future of their IT infrastructure. So they're creating a whole blockchain division. So blockchain is definitely the next big revolution here that is changing everything. Force number 2, mobile technology. You know, we all know smartphones have changed our lives and the way our society functions. Mobile technology actually is evolving at such a rapid pace that there are a lot of things that seemed impossible years ago, but now they're commonplace. You know, emerging technology in smartphones is allowing everyday people to transmit volumes of data without any kind of special expertise, just using simple scanning applications or taking pictures from anywhere in the world in nanoseconds. For example, think about the banking applications nowadays that you can actually deposit a check from your phone. How cool is that? I mean, years ago, we all know we had to go to the bank. We had to drive to the drive-thru. We had to go to the lobby, walk in, and make our deposit in person with a teller. But now, from wherever you are in the comfort of your car or your home or wherever you are, you can take a scan of your check with your phone, push a button, and deposit those funds into your account. That's the excitement about smartphones and being able to scan data that way. Let's look at the third force here. Skyrocketing value of data, social networks, and consumer views. You know, in the recent years, data has become monetized. It now has true value associated with it, and people definitely are willing to pay for it. And as our ability to collect and transmit and store this data improves, data becomes more and more valuable. So the process of sifting and crunching big data, which is called data mining, it allows businesses to discover patterns and relationships in that data in order to help make better business decisions. It can help spot sales trends. It can develop smarter marketing campaigns, and it can also accurately predict customer loyalty. Again, we look at the two giants in the room here, the behemoths of Facebook and Google. They totally understand how valuable consumer data is to marketers because they make billions and billions of dollars from it by selling it. They're gathering all of our free information that we submit every single day via our profiles and the use of Gmail accounts and all the things they offer. But in particular, Facebook is an easy example because we freely submit information. We give them information in our profile. They pay attention to what we like. They pay attention to what we share. They pay attention to what videos you watch. They pay attention to all kinds of different people that you're associating with. All those things factor into algorithms that Facebook generates for targeting advertising. That is how they generate billions of dollars. Now, this is based upon data that's of the social, lifestyle, and demographic type. But that's not even the biggest piece out there. The biggest piece of data that's missing is transactional data. That's the key behind GroceryBit. Transactional data. In other words, this is the details on purchases that consumers make. Transactional data can be used by grocery and other retailers to determine the optimal product pricing and features, as well as consumer affluence and their likelihood to spend. Excuse me. So the future of grocery shopping is all about data, and mining customer data is increasingly being looked at as the key to maintaining market share for these supermarkets around the country and around the world. Large chains are now even hiring consultants to harvest data from their customers. Here's a quote I wanted to share with you from a gentleman who's the chief executive of Kroger's large national grocery chain from their data analytics unit. He said on the Wall Street Journal that data is the new battleground. So it's definitely the target area that big companies are now looking to be involved in. And because of blockchain, this new marketplace of data monetization is being created. And this is where companies and individuals can share, sell, and offer their data and insights directly with each other. One thing we know for sure, big companies want this information, and they need it, and they are willing to pay big money for it. So now we enter in GroceryBit. How does it actually work? There's three main areas that GroceryBit functions in: the blockchain, with data, and also utilizing the mobile technology. And the final piece that's included in that is Fred's invention called the patent-pending pivotal blockchain technology. So let's take a look at that, taking back the control of data. As I said before, Facebook and Google, they know data is worth something. They generate billions and billions of dollars from it. But their platforms are built to harness all the information to our profiles and so forth, but they're going to monetize it, and they're going to control it. They're actually going to have full control of that information. So, as an example, you and I as individuals who participate, we don't get the benefit. We don't get the reward for contributing information into that formula. It's a one-sided transaction. Only Facebook and Google are profiting from that one-sided transaction. But it's all set up for the big guys. But here, through GroceryBit and utilizing blockchain, we can basically eliminate the middleman, and we can go direct to these companies as a player outside of the giants in the room. And so for those of us that are willing to provide our personal information, we can create content and play a vital role in the process of submitting information, big data, to other entities that will essentially decentralize the ownership of data. So that's what technology here is doing with blockchain. It's decentralizing, and that's one of the powerful benefits of it. It takes it out of the hands of big corporations, and in this system, it decentralizes it. So blockchain, again, it's encouraging this creation of decentralized systems, and it's going to make it very, very powerful for everyone involved. So everybody can benefit, not just the two giants in the room. All right. So this pivotal blockchain technology, this is Fred's latest achievement. It's a patent-pending technology he invented that is going to change the grocery industry forever. Now, you remember, you're talking about a gentleman here that has over 40 years of experience in this industry, who has been at the wholesale level, the retail level, been a consultant to the industry. The gentleman has the connections and the understanding where profits are made in the business. And so he invented a technology that's going to change the grocery industry forever with an easy-to-use smartphone app. And he saw the need a long time ago for transactional data in the grocery, gas, and restaurant industry, and developed this technology over several years called GroceryBit. And so instead of data mining, now Fred has created grocery mining. Now, GroceryBit is housed in a technology incubator and accelerator down in Surprise, Arizona. This is a specialized facility that just raises up startup technology companies, and GroceryBit is proud to be associated with it. But this technology center has raised up some of the most prominent technologies out of its programs. Technology and this type of support behind GroceryBit is what sets it apart in the marketplace, and it sets it on course for true innovation. So GroceryBit is set up to make things very, very easy and very, very simple. And we know simplicity is a beautiful thing, right? Well, with GroceryBit and the app, you and I as consumers can simply just scan a receipt that we pick up from shopping. So it's a real simple formula. You're going to go shop at a grocery store, a gas station, or a restaurant that you normally frequent. But instead of throwing the receipt away in the trash, you can scan that receipt very quickly using the mobile app that day, right after you finished grocery shopping, maybe when you got back in your car, when you get home, or when you get home from dining out, or get back from going to the gas station. But that same day you scan that receipt, takes maybe 10-15 seconds, take a quick picture, scan of it, hit the send button, and maybe a little bit more information that's needed, and that's it. It's simple. You shop, you scan, and then you are going to earn a Bitcoin reward. You're going to get something back. And that's pretty powerful because you can earn up to 10% back paid to you in Bitcoin. And you maybe have not ever heard of Bitcoin. Well, we have a lot of information to share on some videos and so forth that we can point you to get the full backstory of what Bitcoin is. But let me just tell you this. Bitcoin has really revolutionized the way that our currency operates in the world, because Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency that started back in 2009, and just here in the last couple of years has climbed from being in obscurity, nobody known about it, to almost everybody in the world heard about Bitcoin in 2017, when it went from $1,000 up to $20,000 in value in 12 months. So getting paid in Bitcoin is exciting. It's some way that you can actually store value for the future, and considering that many experts are predicting Bitcoin to skyrocket in value in the next couple of years. So every time you make a grocery, gas, or restaurant purchase and you scan that receipt, our technology is going to process that data. But with GroceryBit and being involved here as a subscriber, you're in control, and you get to choose to share that purchase information, but you get to win. You get to get the reward, whereas with Facebook and Google, we get nothing. So this information is very, very valuable, and it's also valuable to us because you're collecting Bitcoin along the way. That is powerful. So again, the reward is that you're going to get paid in Bitcoin, and you can think of it like a rebate. It's our way of saying thanks for contributing. But the cool thing is, you don't need to be the expert on Bitcoin. You don't need to know the ins and outs of cryptocurrency, and you really don't need to change any of your shopping habits. You can keep going to your same favorite stores. All you have to do is just shop, scan, and earn. Just keep buying your groceries, gas, and frequenting your same restaurants just as you always have. But just spend a few extra seconds to scan those receipts, and in exchange, you're going to get the reward paid to you in Bitcoin. And you can turn your Bitcoin into cash, which effectively lowers your expenses by up to 10%. So, or you can save your Bitcoin as a nest egg for the future, with the possibility that Bitcoin may skyrocket in price again, just like it did back in 2017. The choice is yours. It's like getting paid to shop, but better because Bitcoin can go up in value, unlike our normal fiat currency. So we believe that the time is now for this blockchain technology to lower the cost of groceries worldwide by up to 10%, and spreading the force of free enterprise. It can liberate literally millions of people worldwide. So let's kind of get into the nitty-gritty here and talk about being a grocery miner. What does that mean? A grocery miner is our retail customer program where you can be a subscriber. And there are 2 different levels of involvement in GroceryBit. There's grocery miners and bit builders. We're going to just focus on right now the grocery miner program. That's being a customer. You can subscribe on an annual membership or subscription for $480. And it's a $40 a month subscription, but we annualize it at 40 times 12, making it $480, which you can spend up to $2,000 a month in receipts. And you can earn back or receive back up to 10% back in Bitcoin. That's up to $2,400 each year. How amazing is that? You can subscribe for $480, but you can receive in your Bitcoin up to $2,400. That's incredible. Thinking about what that could do for you and your family, over the next 24, 48, 72 months. I mean, it could be certainly a lot higher value down the road if Bitcoin should go back in price. So here's how the subscription actually works. You're going to be able to spend on that $2,000 a maximum of $1,000 from groceries, $500 from restaurants, and $500 from gas. And from these receipts, you can earn up to 10% of the total spent, and you're paid in that Bitcoin. So think about it. Do the math again. Spend $40 a month, can earn back to $200 a month in Bitcoin, $2,400 in Bitcoin per year. That, to me, ladies and gentlemen, is what I would call a no-brainer. Okay, that sounds like a win-win situation. And if you are spending less than $2,000 a month in groceries, gas, and eating out, that's okay. You'll still earn up to 10% on your total scan receipts. But not only can you get paid for and rewarded with Bitcoin for scanning your receipts, you can also get paid for sharing this with other people. So entering now the bit builder side of our business. Let's take a look briefly at the compensation plan. With becoming a bit builder, you're able to actually go ahead and refer others into our company who become grocery miners. And you can generate a referral income, and you can get that through something called the Matrix. But before I get into that, let me just talk about the subscription-based business model that we offer and how powerful other companies that are ongoing right now have become, and how big they can become, and how lucrative it would be if they were offered like GroceryBit is offering its subscription program. Think of the name Amazon and Amazon Prime. Back in 2005, the first member, if you were one of the first members in Amazon Prime, for example, and if they were to offer you a commission for referring other subscribers, and then commissions on their referrals and so forth, think about what your income may be today, because they have over 100 million subscribers that pay that annual subscription with a 96% renewal rate. Your income would continue to grow without any continued action on your part. I mean, basically, you would do the work once, and you'd get paid over and over again. That's residual income, and that's the kind of income everybody would love to have. So GroceryBit operates really the same way as Amazon Prime. It's a subscription-based business with an annual renewal fee. But the difference is here that GroceryBit does pay you for your referrals, and we pay you in Bitcoin. So you can think of this as your opportunity to get in at the very beginning of a subscription-based company that is revolutionizing the way we shop. And at this point, because we're sort of in the basement level, we're not even at the ground floor yet. I mean, in the days ahead, I am very, very soon, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to swing the doors wide open. Our new website is going to be released with our self-replicating sites, which means that we will be able to seamlessly and effectively start marketing GroceryBit all over the world. And you're having an opportunity today before that door even opens yet. So you're in the basement level, but we're going to be soon riding that elevator up to the next level at the ground floor level. So think about it for just a minute, guys. Who do you know that live in your household, in your neighborhood, in your city, in your state, and around the world, around the country? Who do you know that shops and buys food on a weekly basis at a grocery store or a box store like a Walmart or a Costco or a Target? Who do you know that owns a car and has to put gas in it on a monthly basis? And who do you know that likes to eat out from time to time? That is the marketplace for GroceryBit, folks, and it is massive, absolutely massive. So, as I mentioned, we utilize a matrix system here with GroceryBit. The matrix system allows you to effectively get paid on all your personal referred, but also their referrals and their referrals and their referrals and so forth, and helps you generate that residual income. And what's powerful now is the timing element. Because of the timing right now of having that first mover advantage, you can literally be placed into this matrix structure way before the world even hears about GroceryBit. And that is a significant advantage for you at this time to get started with our company. Now, from the in the matrix compensation plan, from each subscriber that you personally refer to GroceryBit on an annual subscription, you can earn a $180 commission when they join. And that $180 commission times 3 referred members will help you already offset your own subscription. So essentially, you can enroll 3, and it's better than free, because not only if you enroll 3 do you earn enough income to help offset your own annual subscription, but you now have 3 other individuals that also can choose to be a bit builder and can start referring their friends and family and neighbors they know that shop, and it can generate additional income for you over and above having your own subscription covered. That's why we say it's better than free, because you got that additional benefit of generating residual income. So, guys, we have other parts of our compensation that add to that, like fast start bonuses. We have coded bonuses for the real serious builders and marketers out there that are used to building large organizations. It's just amazing. And plus, you earn $12 commissions on subscriptions and renewals anywhere else in your matrix. Now, there's almost 8,200 positions, 8,190 to be exact, in this matrix that you can generate income from. And everybody you personally enroll, again, are 180, but anybody else that comes in your matrix on a referral or from your organization, you're making $12 commissions. Yeah, it's pretty healthy, guys. You can generate a significant amount of income from our comp plan. And we don't go into all the details on this webinar here on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but look for some other training and so forth that we'll be providing here soon with more details on the comp plan. But it is very exciting. There's definite huge potential for anybody that wants to be involved. So with that, we're kind of out of time here. I want to just kind of recap and say that we're in the pre-launch right now. We're about to move into the pre-launch stage here officially here in just a few days, and it'll be exciting when that does, because we're going to see a lot of people start to win very, very quickly. This is the best opportunity I've witnessed in 25 years that the average person can make a way above average income on a part-time basis. So, folks, I highly encourage you, take advantage of this timing. Take advantage of being a first mover right now. Get back with the person that brought you on this webinar tonight. Let them know you're excited, you want to get started, and we do have a manual placement opportunity right now where you can lock in your position and get involved and get ready for this grand opening here of our pre-launch, okay, which is going to be very, very soon. So I want to encourage you to do that. In fact, I would invite you to do that right after this webinar closes. Text, email, get on the phone, call somebody that invited you here and say, I'm in, I'm ready to go. What do I need to do next? And they will forward some information to you that you can then submit some information to the company, and they'll direct you on how to make your first payment to become a bit builder and lock that in, and then you will be ready to go. You'll be on the launch pad with us when we open those doors, and things will be exciting.